Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor. Now, when we left off, we had attempted to besiege a particular castle, one of these along here, Callandane Castle, Warband Castle, or Almera Castle. Unfortunately, they all are siege towers. It's a good idea to get them out the way, of course, because, well, you don't really want to be fighting 8 vassals, 10 vassals, 200 vassals in the garrison there, do you? No, not at all. So it's a good idea to get them out the way, but of course, that does not make it any less tedious. So, we are going to try our very best to not attack those guys. Even though they do have a couple of Shadow Legion units, I don't think we're able to actually rescue them, even though we are the Grand Master of that knighthood order. I think that would be pretty cool, actually, to add that. But, well, whatever the case, we have Kiros Dax in our sights. Unfortunately, he's gonna be a little bit too fast, isn't he? Yes, he is a little bit too fast. Well, that doesn't matter too much because I was on my way back from the Buttery Biscuit Bulwark because I was checking on my helmet. It's going to take another 19 days in actual fact. Ugh, what a pain. But at the end of it, it's going to be a very, very good helm indeed, and maybe it will stop us from dying in one hit to headshots. That would be rather nice, wouldn't it? So, let's take a look here. Lord Cassian is over there. We have Varius Legatus and Lord Fabius. Okay, so otherwise doesn't seem to be too bad, and we're gonna try again. Now, if anyone comes along, I'm probably gonna attack them or try to attack them or something, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. And apparently the Empire is offering us a peace agreement. Now that's the thing, should we take it? The only problem with this is that, as I didn't notice in the previous episode, Sarleon was actually taken by the Feardsvane. So, very, very soon, the Kingdom of Sarleon is going to be eliminated, and we are only going to be left with, what is it now? I think we have the Empire, the Feardsvane, and I think the Deshar still have a couple of territories. So, we're going to be rejecting this for now, and we're going to see how we do. Obviously, we need to take Callandane Castle at least. I would love to be able to cut them off at least a little bit. Ooh, what's this? Hello. No, they're not bothering. Okay, well, that's perfectly fine with me. Hopefully we will be able to do this. Yes, of course. We are losing a lot of our prisoners. I probably should have ransomed him already, but unfortunately I just did not remember to do that. But thankfully enough, we're still getting 7,000 profit. Very, very nice to see that. So, not bad, not bad. So, here we go. Only 30 hours it took. It's actually not bad. Usually it takes 72 hours or something, but thankfully enough, Hansen does have a pretty good engineering skill. So, let us hope that our crossbowmen are not going to embarrass me again. So, let's tell them to hold position over there. And they are actually deciding to believe me this time. So, yes. This is probably going to be quite the easy victory if they actually listen to me throughout the entire siege, but we're going to see whether that's the case. I don't know. Maybe it won't be. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. We'll see. So the TM Biscuit Savior can stand all the way over there by the windmill. Maybe get some more grain to make some more biscuits or something, but yes. Let's now get our archers on the hill. Or as quickly as they can, anyway. Let's tell them to stand a little bit closer as well. And this should be very effective, hopefully, anyway. It seems as though we are actually doing quite a lot of damage to the enemy already, so I think we're good. I think we're actually good. Adiz is actually proving himself to be very, very useful with a bow. I mean, do you see his kills? He's gotten, I don't even know, 5 or 6 kills so far? Obviously, Sarah the Fox is having a couple of difficulties because she only has throwing weapons and doesn't even have... Does she have any power throw skill? I think she has a very low power throw skill, so that's kind of unfortunate, but yeah, mostly she just has very low armor. Obviously, because due to her strength requirements, which we have yet to actually advance slightly, because obviously she hasn't leveled up. So, maybe we can try and see if we can get a little bit more experience as time goes on, but obviously it's very difficult if she dies every time. So, we're going to see how that goes, but right now, I am just worried about getting in here without taking too many casualties. As you can see, a couple of them have already perished due to lack of tea. Yes, lack of tea, but an overabundance of javelins in the face. Yes, way too much of that, and way too many crossbow bolts as well in the face. That's also a pretty bad ailment to be suffering from, of course. So, what else do we have going on here? Ah, they are actually receiving reinforcements. If only our siege tower was moving faster. What's actually going on here? It's moving so incredibly... Oh, never mind. Okay, it's actually reached its destination. Wonderful, isn't it? Ah, that was absolutely terrible of me to be like, oh, it's moving very slowly. Yeah, it actually did reach the walls. It did reach the walls. That's very, very observant of me, isn't it? Okay, so let's be very careful and hopefully not get ourselves killed. I would like to be able to at least inflict a little bit of damage. I mean, it's about time, isn't it? We've not done any damage for quite some time. We've always gotten taken out in some respect or another, so it would be... Ah, there we go. There's a little bit of damage. Okay, now I can die happy. Maybe. Maybe. Can I? No? Yes? No? Okay, apparently not. Apparently they don't want to see me die happy, so let us continue to slaughter them. Yes. Let us do it. Okay, so Anson obviously did run in as well. Ah, terrible. Terrible tea and biscuit savior, isn't he? There we go. Ooh, and Julia has advanced to level 31. Nice to see that, at least. Oh, we are being shot from where? Where? Oh, over there. Of course. Of course we are being shot over there. Wonderful, isn't it? Oh, no. Okay, well, let's just take out that guy. See what we can do about these. Yeah, come on, eliminate them. Yes. Oh, he's attempting to try and parry us, of course. We will not allow it to happen too much. Oh. Oh, and I may be falling off the edge. That would not be a good idea. No, not at all. Ouch. They are really dealing some damage to us right now. I'm actually really thankful. Yes, extremely thankful for that. Very, very thankful. Oh, but we have to be very careful about these crossbowmen here. They are going to pelt us with their crossbow bolts, but maybe I can move forward. Maybe I can move forward and actually make a difference here. Let's see whether I'm actually able to. I might be able to pull this off. That would be pretty amazing if I'm able to, but right now I am not sure. Maybe? Ooh, oh, no, no. How dare he? How dare he attempt to shoot us? Yes, come on now. Come on. Yes, come on. Kill that guy and then kill that one. Yes. Ah, fantastic. Look at that. That was great. That was very, very good. Unfortunately, my shield is about to get destroyed and I'm being shot from everywhere. Oh, it is absolutely annoying. Oh. Very annoying, but hopefully we will be able to take out a couple more before we succumb to our wounds. Maybe. Okay, I'm going to walk over there and see if I can take out those guys, maybe. Take over their position. Maybe. I am being shot and I'm about to lose my shield. So this is not good. I am being shot from multiple directions as well. Bear that in mind. This is not good. Going up a set of stairs slows us down, and now I've lost my shield. Okay, here we go, here we go. Ah, I was really unlucky there. Okay, well, what can you do? What can you do? There just has to be a time when you get eliminated, especially when you have 6 crossbowmen just focus firing you down, so it's just one of those things that you have to deal with. Obviously, there is nothing they can do now, I think, to actually prevent us from attaining victory here. I feel as though we might actually be incredibly lucky. Although we have taken many casualties in actual fact, I don't think that we are going to see any kind of failure here. I will not allow us to fail because we have tea and biscuits on our side, and for some reason the camera is still going like that. Yes, wonderful, isn't it? Very broken indeed, but, well, that's another thing that we just have to grin and bear, isn't it? Especially considering the pathfinding in the previous episode. That was absolutely fantastic, wasn't it? Absolutely. Yeah, not great, but yeah, I suppose what can you do? So, we have so far lost over 75 units, which is, not negligible. It is not negligible at all, in actual fact. One of our pilgrims has been killed, but that doesn't matter. He is many, yes. He's no doubt a clone of some sort, and he appears everywhere all the time, so I think we're okay. As long as we receive more reinforcements in a couple of deaths or unconsciousness... Yeah, there we go, there's more reinforcements. So we should be fine now, hopefully. These units here should be able to finish up the job. Maybe. We'll see. I'm actually unsure about that. It seems as though these units that we have right now on the battlefield are kind of bad. But I guess I am used to our Lemonites just absolutely cutting through everything without any worries whatsoever. But obviously they do have an amazing amount of thrown weapon specialists as well as heavy crossbowmen, so it's kind of a bit irritating to fight against these guys because they destroy shields so incredibly quickly, and as a result, most of our units will be defenseless within a couple of seconds of being in view of most of them. Because as you can see, even though I'm able to order our units around on the battle map, I'm not able to actually order them around in a very wise manner, so it's kind of one of those situations where you're just like, oh, but what if I do that? Maybe it's going to make a difference, but then when you try it, it just ends up making things worse. Okay, so do they have any more units? That is the question that we have to ask ourselves. Do they have more than 57 units remaining? I'm actually unsure about that because they have 2 vassals here. The vassals had about 30 units or so, and the actual castle, I believe, had 307. So, in theory, you know, you see the maths. The maths might actually be adding up here. It might be adding up, unless someone else has joined in, and I don't even know why that happens with the camera. I mean, I move the camera to try to make it so it doesn't do that with the WSD keys, of course, but it still does it. So I actually have no idea what's going on with that. It is just one of those rather interesting quirks. In other words, aka the most annoying thing ever to happen when you are attempting to show a rather spectacular siege offense. But yeah, it appears I was semi-correct, at least about the amount of units, so they did not receive any more reinforcements, which I have to say is very good to see, because, oh, goodness me, I really did not want to see more reinforcements coming there. So, 38 renown, 22 morale, we were able to do it in one fell swoop, but as you can see, we lost 14 Empire Armored Crossbowmen. Don't worry, we have many more of those, and, well, basically everything else we lost was kind of negligible. We did lose 1 Maiden Noble, which is, of course, pretty painful considering, you know, they take a long time to level up and everything, but otherwise, we did reasonably. Not bad. So, here we go. Are we going to take this guy prisoner and attempt to get him? I'm unsure. But right now I just want to get more honor so we can get more of our noble troops and various things like that. So maybe, let's see what we're going to do with our forces here. Let's just basically try and recruit as many as possible, and then we'll sort them out after that. But right now it actually seems like we have a really good chance to get some nice units going on here. Maiden Cavalry is always nice. And Cobra Warriors, Heretic Magnus, we could get some Worshippers as well, Empire Pikemen, and that's basically it. We could take these Singalian Horsemen, maybe. Let's just see what we're actually doing here. I don't want this Mist Mountain Raider, thank you very much, but I would like this Horseman. There we go, that sounds pretty good to me. And a Notorious Outlaw? I guess I'll take him, why not? He seems like quite the scoundrel, so we may as well. Let's take a Squire of the Lion as well. And I think that should be fine. Pendor recruit? Do I really want a Pendor recruit? I'm gonna just let that guy go as well, and instead we're gonna maybe take a Snake Cult Armsman. They do become Cobra Warriors, so maybe it would be a good idea to take one of those anyway. Okay, so that should be fine. Now, we're gonna be taking as much loot as we can, even though we are doing pretty well on money right now. We're actually gaining money, if you can believe it. I really couldn't. But let's see, who are we going to give this to? I'm pretty sure Lord Sigismund could make good use of it. He doesn't even have a town yet, so we're going to give him that. And he is now at 96 relation, which is pretty good. I actually like that quite a bit. So there we have it. Very nice indeed. We have taken Callandane Castle, and maybe next time the Empire decides to try and make peace, we might accept it. But as you can plainly tell, the Fyrdsvain are the ones to worry about. Yeah, it may actually come down to just the Fyrdsvain and us once again. Isn't that amusing? In the previous series, we had exactly the same situation, but we had played as a mercenary for the Fyrdsvain, so it was logical to assume that they would be one of the strongest factions. But they're just acting all by themselves right now, so I guess that's pretty amusing, I gotta say. Well, without further ado, I will be ending this episode of here. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.